Yo, did I just hear what I think I just heard? Now, I ain't even know nothing about this, y'all, until I overheard it on the Breakfast Club. And I said, consent. He can't spend a dime without. Wait a minute, so he got to go up to her every time he got to spend money. He got to get her permission, and it's his money. How did she even get that to set up like that? I gotta, first and foremost, I gotta salute the Trina, because I ain't never heard of this before. I ain't never heard of a woman being in a position to where her husband can't spend nothing. I mean nothing. I mean, if he wanted to go to the store to buy some toilet paper to wipe his ass, he got to get permission for her first, and she got to give him the okay, so then he can get the money out the account or whatever, and then he can go buy some toilet paper. That's what I heard from him. So pretty much, if you want to just go get some alcohol, or if you want to get some soap to go wash his ass with, he got to go ask Trina first. Is it okay for me to get some soap to wash my ass? Is it okay for me to get some toilet paper to wipe my ass? I got to ask my wife before I get a chance to do any of these things. That's what Trina's saying. Because she said consent. And I ain't even know this dude was a brother. I thought this was an Asian dude. Because I'm like, what black man is going to allow this? And I'm all about black marriages, black couples and all that, but enough is enough, man. Like, I don't really see this marriage lasting if it's even a real marriage. Because this is crazy. Like, how can that man wake up every morning knowing, like, damn, as a man, I gotta run everything by her first before I get a chance to do anything. Like, I gotta look down to see if I still got my shit. And this ain't a laughing matter, because I'm not here to bring entertainment purposes. But if you laughing at this, I mean, it is what it is. But I don't want brothers like this to go out like this. I don't want them to go out and then the woman being the husband and him and dude being a wife. Next, what else is gonna happen next? Is she's gonna be like, hey, don't cough, nigga, until I tell you to cough. I didn't give you consent for you to cough, nigga. Hold that sneeze. Don't you sneeze around here unless I give you consent. Is it okay, baby? Yeah, it's okay. Like, this is going way past too far, and to say it how confident she said it, it's like, damn. What did Trina do to be able to be this comfortable to say these things? And let me go back to the consent word. That word is so strong and so powerful. And I know the fellas I know if y'all watching this video, hell, even if the ladies watching this, like, consent, man, that's stronger than permission. So consent sound like to me, you better not. Because if you do, it's going to be hell to pay. That's what I hear when I hear consent. Like, you better not buy no toilet paper. You better not buy no soap. You better not buy no toothpaste unless you run it by me. You better not even look like you finna do nothing. You better not even think to spend nothing. If you think about expenses, you better ask me for consent to even think. To even come up to me to ask me anything. That's crazy. That's what I get from when I hear the word consent. Like, you better not even think to ask me anything that's stupid, that you know that I want to let you buy. Even if I let you buy, you better second guess it before you ask me. But you better ask me. I mean, how the way this sounding, I mean, like, damn, if they into dominatrix or anything like that, like, who the one using the toys on who? Yo, like, man, like I said, this is not a good look on the black man. I can't tell nobody how to run their household, but that dude, this is gonna irk his nerves, because he's gonna have to question himself every day. Like, man, like, I can't take this shit no more. And then, brother, let me tell you something. If you watching, anybody that know you that watching, divorce is a whole lot more expensive to get out of than it is when you trying to go in trying to marry somebody. But now that they already married, listen, he gonna be waking up every day having to answer to somebody else. And it's okay if you buying something expensive and that you feel like this is gonna probably, like, you know, with the money and everything, the money being in the account, and if it's something that's overly expensive that you feel like can probably, like, you know, fuck up some shit or whatever, ask for permission of your wife. I'm not saying that. But she said consent on anything. So I wonder, is it, fellas, like, is it cool? Like, do y'all agree to this? Do you agree to, and a woman getting on, I can't say this a public platform, because this is my first time hearing about Keyshia Ka'oir having a podcast, but salute to Keyshia Ka'oir. But for your woman to say this publicly and knowing that this is going to make it to the shade room, how can you be comfortable with her talking like this? I know Trina, I know she's the baddest bitch and all that, but that was way back in 96. I was 6 years old. Trina old enough to be my mom. So I'm saying this to say, out of respect to Trina, out of respect to Mama Trina, I just don't find this fly. I feel like you kind of disrespecting your mans by saying consent on for him to being able to spend anything to run it by you first. I just feel like on behalf of the black male delegation, it seemed like you kind of belittling his masculinity. And y'all know when I make my videos, I don't come here to play, and I don't come here to sugarcoat shit, and I don't come here to make fun of nobody. I just come here to tell the truth, because I don't want to see, well, it's too late, I'm already seeing it. But it's like, man, you a black woman, like, don't make your black man look like that. Because like I said, I mean, this is the reason why I feel like certain relationships ain't real, like it's just for show. I ain't seen no marriage, I mean, no pictures of them married. I mean, I'm hearing everything else, but I'm yet to seeing a courthouse or pictures or anything, or anything to make me believe or sell me to believe that she married and this is actually going on. This actually could be a publicity. I don't want to say stunt, because I mean, I love Trina, man, but I can't say, I don't want to say this is a publicity stunt, because I mean, like, Trina's not really, like, done too much lately for it to be a publicity stunt. I feel like this is more of something like that can bring publicity to her, and if it's interesting enough, you could be on reality television. Maybe VH1 will call up, but this is just too crazy to be true. This is just too crazy. I mean, all these women out here, but you willing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what makes me think, honestly, if this is a real thing, let's just say this is a real thing, right? This honestly would make me think Trina is settling. And she's mad too. She's mad that she got to settle. Even though this is a long time boyfriend, I ain't never seen him ever in or even heard her or anything. I ain't even got to see or hear her talk about nothing, but for a long time boyfriend, it kind of makes sense. But then again, it don't make sense, because he's still a man at the end of the day. It's like, if she was really like, if they really was supposed to be together, it's like, Why wait this long to want to tie the knot if y'all supposed to been like knowing each other for this long? It's like Trina had to test out all her other options before coming back to be like, okay, he's the one. But then again, he may not be, because I'm settling because I done saw anything I need to see or dated whoever I needed to date, and it didn't work out. So let me just go back to what I know. And now that I'm mad that I have to go back to what I know, let me make him kind of pay for it by having him come back and having to give me, I had to give him, or he had to give me consent. I had to give him consent before he even spent anything. Anything. She didn't say if it's something expensive or not. She just said consent on spending for anything. So that sounds like an angered woman that has to settle with somebody that she probably didn't, I don't know if she wanted to be with. Because like I said, if you really wanted to be with somebody, you ain't finna make them all these years now. It just don't make sense to me. And ain't no way I can't feel the seem to understand how any man could be comfortable, especially with his woman saying this public. Are you okay with having to answer to your wife for everything? If you are, that's your business. But do any of the fellas agree of having to answer to your wife to spend on anything, even if it's some toilet paper or soap or deodorant? The necessities. But you gotta be like, hey baby, is it okay? Do I have your consent to go to the store to buy some deodorant? Do I have your consent to get some toilet paper to wipe my ass? Do I have your consent to have some soap to wash my ass? Do I have your consent? Please, I need this. These are necessities. That gonna drive any man that's sane insane. And if you already insane, maybe it won't. But I'm just saying, this ain't cool. This ain't what. Nah, I ain't jacking this right here. This is crazy. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. Sensei Reality TV. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. One love. Peace.